So while vampires are the counterweight to shifters, vampires being the more magical kind of version, and shifters being more like biological in nature, so they're kind of counterpoints. Magicians and humans within my world are also counterpoints. So you've got magicians being magic and humans being less magic, but they're not as like vampires and shifters are so far apart, whereas shifters and weavers are magicians. I really need to come up with some terms for these people. Again, I'm doing world building at the moment. I'll sort it out, don't you worry. But so humans and magicians, they are much more similar, like, than they are different. Their main difference is humans are unable to utilize magic at all. They're completely cut off for it. Like, it's not like shifters where they're like biologically able to tap into magic and like cause a shift. With humans, they're just nothing. They're just completely disconnected. Magicians, they can use magic and everything, but I wanted every single species to feel really, really balanced. And so the other differences, they're not biological, it's much more societal. So because magicians, they are able to use magic, they're much more set in their ways, and they're much more like, we're here, we're doing our thing. And the only real thing that makes them push and change and shift the way that they view magic and use magic and is the challenge that humans are. Because humans, they were cast aside. They're like, well, you were just kind of useless. And so they went off and their drive, their determination to sort of prove their worth led them to have like great progress. And then, of course, they go like, you guys were bastards to us. There are wars and stuff, like, but that challenge that the humans face towards the magicians, that causes them to view their magic differently, to advance their magic and everything. So they're much more like, magicians are much more static, whereas humans are much more in motion. So once, after the dust settles and whatnot, and they kind of go like, okay, we're both good in our own ways. Like, you're great with technology and strategy and magic. Once I figured that out, like, they work really, really well together, and they push society forward together, and you still have the magicians being like, okay, let's not push this too far, like, let's be cautious, because obviously that's how you have to be with magic, is you need to have that level of caution. And humans are saying, like, no, but if we just push a little further, if we just push a little bit further, like, how epic could that be? How fantastic, like, what could we achieve? So they're the balance. It's the balance, right? It's the balance. And that's why it's like, I decided, it's like, talk about magicians and humans at the same time, because yeah, you kind of have to see them together to really get them. Yeah.